Okay, welcome to the first episode of Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Now you guys probably noticed this is not numbered, this is not named like our usual episodes. There's a reason for that, I'm going to get into it after this long bit of convoluted story that's worded only like an NES game could word things. During 15th century Europe, there lived a person named Dracula. He practiced sorcery in order to create a bad world filled with evil. He began taking over the continent of Europe, changing countries from good to bad. The good people of Europe tried to fight off Dracula, but no one was able to survive. Finally, the Belmont family was summoned to battle Dracula's vile forces. The Belmont family had a long history of fighting evil. The townspeople became afraid of the Belmont's superhuman power and asked them to leave.
I love
the
that. They
country.
asked them, would you mind leaving, please?
Fortunately, the people found a mighty Belmont called Trevor. Mark's brother Trevor got this game for his birthday.
Wait, didn't they ask the Belmonts to leave?
Yes, they did, but then they went and like, oh, I'm sorry, could you come back and fight for us? The curse of Dracula has begun. The fate of Europe lies with Trevor. Well, no pressure on your brother, but...
Yeah, my brother got this game for Christmas, and I said that the last recording attempt.
Yeah. Okay, so, Palcom software. This is the European version. We're playing this on an emulator.
Oh, dang it, I wish you could go back to that screen. The frame is still off.
Oh, it is?
Yes!
Oh.
I'm gonna bring it up a little bit and pull it down a little bit.
It's getting most of the game. We'll figure it out. So, yeah, a little bit of the left-hand side is being cut off there from what I can tell, but whatever. I don't think it's, hugely consequential to anything. So anyways, what I was trying to say before Mark got in a panic about the damn frame is that, like with the game that made him panic the most I've seen him ever, well, not panic, but freak out the most I've ever seen him freak out in this show. Another game with 3 in its name. Phantasy Star 3. Thank you. I was honestly trying to remember the name as I was giving that spiel. This is a Choose Your Own Adventure Let's Play, but it's a bit more convoluted in terms of how it works, so numbers will not be used. The episodes will be named based on the level, as best as I can figure out what the level is. I call this level the town because that seems to be what it is. Well, this actually seems to be a church. It seems to be kind of like you go from a church into a town, and most of the level takes place in that town, so it's probably the town that you see in Castlevania Curse of Darkness on the PS2, which is what we're going to be playing next after this, or I'll be playing next after this, rather. And, yeah.
The formatting for this game really confuses me. It feels a bit taller than it should be.
Might be the emulator. Yeah, we're using an emulator because of the whole multiple paths thing and whatnot. I want save states, but I want multiple save states. This feels a bit slower than I'm used to, which is weird to say for a Castlevania game, but that's probably because this is the PAL version. That's what Mark downloaded on an emulator ROM site, and I just decided, fuck it. Okay, so that's what you're getting. This is easily one of my favorite Castlevania games, probably my favorite of the classic Castlevania. Classivania. Classicalvania?
I was so expecting those platforms to flip around on you.
You have to jump on them for them to flip. Walking on them doesn't count. Jumping on them. And that's a rule in every Castlevania game that has those, by the way. That has always been the rule. pretty good at judging the exact distance of my whip.
Da-da-da-dan, da-da-da-dan.
Again, with the useless crosses.
So, the Afterglow controller, the off-brand PlayStation 3 controller, the Afterglow, is a pretty impressive computer controller.
Yep.
And it's wireless, which is sweet.
Didn't have to bust out the rock candy for this one.
Yeah, oh gosh, you really want to use that D-pad?
I had to on Alien Soldier! Oh. There is a difference in this version from the original. It's a little bit easier, I think, because I'm not taking fixed amounts of damage.
Huh.
In the American version, you'll take fixed amounts of damage, meaning no matter what you get hit by or who you are, the amount of damage you take is always going to be the same. That was not how it was in the Japanese version.
Huh.
In the Japanese version, different enemies and the like will do different enemies and different attacks do more or less damage. Of course, how much damage you take in this game also depends on what character you're playing as.
Huh.
So that'll be interesting to see if other differences come into play when I play as Grant, because in the Japanese version he had a throwing dagger and not that dinky little stabbing dagger. They made these changes for the American versions to make the games harder, because in Japan renting games was illegal. Still is. So the changes were made to keep people from being able to rent games.
Huh.
The changes were made in the American version so that you couldn't beat the whole game in a single rental. Forcing you to buy the thing. Yeah. The frame doesn't seem to be that off. It seems
Yeah, it feels like the only time that that we needed to have the frame that tall was for the stupid film reel. Did you...
Well, anyways. Okay, so, now. Here's where we make a choice. If you want to go to the clock tower, click the upper region over here where the stairs going up are. If you want to go straight to the forest, click the lower region down there. If annotations are being a dick to you, well, clock tower and forest will be in as links in the description. Also, not all the videos are coming out all in one day. That would overload everyone's video feed. So if the video that you want, if these other videos are not available today when this is posted, try back tomorrow or something, okay? Mm-hmm. We're still kind of working this whole thing out. Anyways, see you guys next time for whichever one you decide to do. Bye.